How's it going for you today? It is Monday morning. It is still a little bit dark out there. The sun has just come out. I might pop out there and say hi. So guys, let's see if I can figure out where we are this morning. It's been a beautiful morning through here. My Mac's just been rebooted, so it's like all over the place. Hey. So yeah, the question I have for you guys, really importantly, is are you being rewarded well for all your hard work? See, most of us as salon owners, if you're anything like me, we think working hard is all about getting lots of money and doing more hours and working 60 hours a week in the salon. But it's not really about working hard or how hard you work. What matters is, how fruitful it all is at the end of the day. And we need to figure that out. What is your fruitfulness? I just want to comment on a post that I saw. It's a UK post. I'm just making sure you guys are here. Yeah, a UK post I saw. UK post, for example, I saw today was like, how many salon owners are still working 50, 60 hours a week behind the chair or in the therapist room, and they're not even getting the minimum wage or not even getting the same as what they're paying their stylist or therapist, or even worse than that. They're just going backwards. There's a real movement at the moment that it's okay. It's not okay at all. Number one priority, you need to pay yourself first. So if you don't realize that there's enough money in the pot to pay you, then you've got your whole lot wrong. And I heard about a book, and I try and remember the name of it. I've not read the book, but it sort of comes up with that scenario that if you're not paying yourself first, you're probably overstaffed or you've probably got way too much going on in your salon, like too much bills. And so there's two topics we talked about today over the weekend. Hey Danielle, how are you? Not in your 3 months, but hopefully off. Yeah, Danielle, I reckon that year one is your honeymoon, but by the end of year one, in 12 months in, you've got to have your wage down pat. See, Danielle, I'm going to sort of tweak this to you a little bit. So here's an example. Danielle, you've got to work yourself enough so you get your wage by the end of 12 months, and then you can employ, and then you can do tactics. Now, we break this down to something really quite simple. There's only 3 ways to actually grow your salon. That's it. There's no more. The problem is the enemy of a salon owner really is procrastination. We go, oh, I don't know, and things go a bit wrong. So that's the first thing. 2, there's no clarity in what you're trying to do. And we need super clarity in what you're trying to do. You see, for us, with only 3 ways, we have a major way. We call it attract. We teach people who are in our group how to attract clients to the salon without discounts and without specials. We do that for a reason. You see, the thing is, the number one thing you need to do, and Danielle, this is your priority here, is you've got to get bums on seats. So one stylist or one therapist probably needs around about 360 active clients a year to come into the salon. And we know the stats that you lose 20% at the back end, and we only keep, if you're lucky, 30, 40% of every new client that walks through the door. So you probably need close to 1,000 clients for one staff member through that door to get them busy in a year. That's a lot of bums on seats. You see, we try and do an awful lot of things. We try and move into, so you can attract clients, convert clients, and deliver. There's 3 major things. But if you're not at the stage where you've got enough bums on seats, why are you diverting off and trying to systemize your business and try and work less? And it's about like, I need to crack, how do I get bums on seats? Hey, Jackie, how are you? How do you crack that? Because that's the key. So let's just reverse engineer something really simple. I did this a few years ago and I'll do it again now. Let's say you want $1 million salon. Let's say you want to take $1 million, $20,000 a week. And you look at your staff and go, right, my staff are capable of doing maybe $2,000 a week. Now you know how many stylists and therapists you need. It's as simple as that. You need 10. So your idea is, quite simple. I'm glad you're good, Jackie. Your idea is, how do I get 10 stylists in the salon? Well, that's the easy bit. The hardest bit is, how do I get my 10 stylists and therapists booked out? Because now you need a hell of a lot of clients. So you start off with 1, which is you. And you grow yourself. In fact, I'll drop a video into, if you guys are not part of the tribe, I'm going to drop a video into the Tribe of Revolutionary Salon Owners today, later on. So try and search that on Facebook and jump in. So what I'm going to try and do is show you that one person, which is you, can earn close to 100 and 150,000 a year. Then once you get to 80%, you take on your second one. If you're clever, you'll start training, have a trainee with you and get them ready for when you are at the end of the year. Then you've got 2. Now you've got a 300,000 salon. And how do you keep them? That is so easy, Jackie. It really is. It's easier than people think. How do you keep them motivated? You cannot motivate anybody. You can only motivate yourself. But you think about this, what gets you motivated? So for me, if I walk in that salon and the salon is fully booked, that's why I became a hairdresser. That's why you became a therapist, and that your staff are no different. So your job is to give them a fully book, and then once they're full, find out what dreams they are. Here's an example, Jackie. I got a client, and she spoke to her team and said, what would you really love? And these were in the UK. And one said, I really want to go to New York. And one said, I want to go to Vegas. And so said, I want a weekend in Paris. So she said, okay, leave it with me. She went home, crunched a few numbers, came back to these girls and said, I'll tell you what, this is our year target. If we hit our year target, I've worked out I can afford to send you to New York, Vegas and Paris if you take X amount per week. And they went, oh, awesome. Now that night she went home and she got 3 text messages from 3 different staff members saying, can we call a staff meeting? We really want to get it implemented today. We want to start hitting our targets from next week. Now that's motivation. You see, you can't make them be motivated. What you need to do is find out what their dreams are. Now, we talk about this right from the beginning, like, are you getting your rewards? Because it starts with you. If you're not getting your rewards in the salon, forget it straight away, and then you give your staff their rewards. But what comes with that is, the crudeness of this is you need money in the pot. You need a big fat pot of money to motivate your team and motivate yourself. Because we have, for example, let me find out your name again. Who's new? Who's on there commented that is new? I didn't see who you were. Your passion's driving your business. And Jackie, I know you're really passionate and it's driving your business. But after about 5 or 6 years, if you're not growing, even you get chinks in your arm and you think, oh, is it all worth it, really? You know, and then you look a bit down. So for me, it's quite simple. We break it down to 3 simple ways. And Jackie, you know, you've got the path here. We have 3 simple ways. Attract clients, bums on seats. Get the bums on seats to actually get some more. My staff's dream is to have their own salon. Hey, Nikki, you know what? I'm gonna be really good with you here. Train your staff better than you to leave you and go and open their salon. That's the best thing that can happen, which sounds crazy, I know. So Nikki, train them well, teach them a bit about business and give them a big fat pat on the back and they will leave you, I promise you, they will leave you well and will not steal any of your clients. I have that all the time in my salons. What they do is they say, hey, look, I want to have my own salon, no problem. When they get ready to leave, they contact their clients and they say, we don't want you to follow us, we want you to stay loyal to the salon. That is true. Your job is to train them and leave. And I'm going to tell you the good thing about this, Nikki, that no one sees this. Nikki, if you're a really good boss, and I hope you are, and you treat your staff well and you pay them well, which hopefully you do, and they have a really good fun at your time, let's say they do, right? When they leave you and open up their salon, and they're really skilled well, and they're good business people and good bosses, people are going to know who trained them. People are going to know who gave them the skills. That's you, Nikki, right? That's your way of advertising for staff in town. Can you imagine if you've got, for example, when I lived, there was one guy, right, Barry Fox, he was really good. And every one of his staff eventually left and opened up their own salons. But we all knew that they all got trained by Barry. Why would I go to them? Why would I work for them when I can work for Barry? He's the guy who trained them all. You know, he has a bit more skill. So Nikki, yeah, you know what? If they want their own salon, help them on the way. If you want to be part of the journey, why don't you think even bigger and go into partnership with some of these people and actually make some money? And you can go into partnership really in a clever way nowadays where you can go into partnership with the profit, not just the bills, which is quite good. But I'm not an expert in that, but that works really well. So, really simple. Number one thing is you've got to learn how to attract clients to your salon, and that's it. Now, at the end of this week, I think next Monday, a week today, we're doing a webinar, a workshop, and I know, Jackie, you jumped on a workshop once before. We're going to sort of explain to you why the world has changed outside and why you've got to adapt with it. There's too many salon owners that we see in the war zone. They're just treading water. They're not earning a big living because you're not going to earn, like seriously, you're not going to earn wealth, like enough money to make your life different, your kids and your grandchildren's life forever, from a hair salon or a beauty salon. It's just not going to happen. But what we want to try and get you to do is get a lazy 50k or a lazy 80k that you don't need, and then you can learn to invest that really well, and that's how you're going to get your wealth. Your business is just going to drive your wealth. That's what we're going to try and do at the end of the time. And there'll come a day when you've had enough, a day when you want to either sell or you want to just part ways with your salon. You've made your wealth and you can then go and help and give back to the community, which is what we're doing here. So guys, first step, right back into this. Put it all the way back, because that's the dream. We want a lifestyle salon that gives us enough money. We don't have to work like a dog anymore and we get a good reward. But pull it back. Right now, I said right at the beginning, the one thing that stops you is clarity. You know, our enemy is confusion. Our enemy really quite quite amazingly is distraction. We start one thing, we do another. So let's aim at one thing. So really seriously, pull it right there back. Get your bums on seats. And I don't mean one Facebook post. I mean, what do clients really want in your salon, and build your salon for them. Be the only salon that's built for your clients instead of for yourself, because that's what we tend to do. So number one thing, you've got to learn how to attract clients to your salon. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll pop a link in here. Next Monday, I'm going to do a webinar workshop, about an hour and 15 minutes, it'll be 7 a.m. around this time. And I'm going to show you why you need to change your salon, why you need to be the cheese and not the cat. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I will put a few posts in throughout the week so you know what I'm talking about. Because, guys, this is it. This is what it comes down to, is the fact is that I'm seeing posts throughout Facebook that are all the same, that you salon owners are flittering between how do I sell more retail, or how do I get my foils better, and it's just like, you know what, let's just cut to the chase. If you're struggling, if you're not working less hours, if you're working long hours for little pay, let's start right back at the beginning, and that's bums on seats. And I'm going to show you why it's important and a little trick of how it should get done. And of course, like people like Jackie, who's in my group, you know, we teach you the secrets of how it's done, how you put stuff out there and you grow your business with momentum. Let's not make our salon successful the slow way. Let's make our salon successful the quick way, because that's what we want. Let's do it. When you go to the bank on Monday morning, you put your money in that teller and you say, can I bank this money? Do they say to you, oh, how hard have you worked for that money? They don't care. It's just money. It's the same as you guys. Let's not work hard for our money. Let's start building momentum. And you start on day one. You start from today and you build momentum. So every single thing that goes out there, people eventually will buy from you. They will come. They'll see your salon. They're checking you out right now. They're just not ready. You just don't know that. So hopefully, if you get to see this video and you think, hey, Rich, I want to know more, jump on a workshop webinar that I'm doing next Monday. You'll have a link in here. Jump on there. It's quite simple. And by the way, I will try and put that video in the tribe. So if you're not part of the tribe of revolutionary salon owners, the name's going to change this week, by the way, guys. So keep a look at that. And yeah, have a look. See what I mean by how to grow your business one person at a time. Simple as that. All right, guys, I'm getting out of here. I got work to do. I got coffee to have. I'm going to might be getting some sun. I just see the sun come up. Catch you later, guys. And don't forget, work hard the right way. It's not about like working harder, yeah? Because like it's hard work. It's about being a bit smarter, a bit more savvier, because your clients are. It's time for us to be that way. Let's do it, guys. Let's split away from the pack. Let's do this stuff. Catch you later.